Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. So we just gonna hop right into it today. If y'all follow me on IG, y'all seen a few days ago, I posted on my story a picture of my rent payment. And a girl commented and was like, I wish I had that and I'm going through a hard time and I just kind of need help. And I just first want to say, I didn't post that to flex. I didn't post that to shit on anyone. I posted that for my old listeners, people who've been here since I started this podcast, to see that I'm where I said I was going to be, 2-3 years ago. Like I'm here now and I'm moving forward and I'm elevating even higher. Cause y'all remember back then I said, when I get to that point, I'm going to remind y'all, because that was back when, I was going through what I was going through. And I'm like, I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to come out of this and I'm going to come back so much better and 10 times harder. And I definitely am. And I kept my word and I'm still going. So that's what that post was about. But I wanted to highlight kind of what that girl was saying. And I'm not going to say her name on here or anything, but I definitely want to highlight that when you are comparing yourself to other people and you're talking down on yourself about what you don't have and what you wish you had, baby girl, you got to get up and get it. You got to get up and get it. People, and not to say this girl, because this girl, she was very nice, very sweet. And she just, she just having a hard time. And we've all been there. But I'm talking about people who play the victim in their life. People who don't have what they want. More often than not, it's because they playing the victim. Okay? And you can play the victim to yourself in your own life. It doesn't even have to be anybody else involved. Make a plan. It starts with a plan and execute it. Sometimes we decide we want to do something and it never gets done because you never sat down and made a step-by-step plan. If you really, really want to do something, you'll sit down. You'll sit down and say, okay, 1 through 5 or 1 through 10, what can I do every day to get to where I'm trying to get to and achieve what I want? Because it's very much possible. It really is. It seems like it's not from where you are in the situation, but it gets better. Like, it actually does. I know people say that, but it does. Especially if you do the GPT method and write down a list of things that you want, or a list of things that you want to achieve this year or next year, or just a few things. Put it in Chat GPT and ask it to tell you how to get that stuff done in the most reasonable way. You type in, I want to go to, I don't know, I want to go on a trip to California. I want to open up a business. I want to do a photo shoot this year. I want to do this. I want to do that. Whatever it is you want to do, put those things in Chat GPT and say, hey, could you give me a detailed list? A detailed plan of how I can get all these things done. And it'll tell you everything you need to do to get that stuff done in a reasonable way and more in a realistic way, I guess I should say. If you want to, stuff like losing weight, stuff like things that have to do with your body, with your appearance, start working out, start learning how to work out. If you don't know how, don't make excuses. It's so much information out here and there's so many people out here willing to help. Like, you can do anything, especially now more than ever, because you can access so much information from your home. You don't even have to get up and go anywhere. You have a fully functioning brain. Like, think about it. When you want to do something and you haven't done it or you're scared to do it, you're limiting yourself. You have a fully functioning brain, a fully capable body. You can do these things. You just, for some reason, won't do it. It's people who can't get out the bed. Y'all have to remember, it's people who cannot get out the bed. They wish they could go for a jog. They wish they could go lose weight. They wish they could do the things that you can get up and do every single day. It's people with talent that can't get out the bed, can't get out of a wheelchair. It's people with talent and skills, and they just can't do it. And you sitting around just not doing it. Just not doing it. And I had to tell myself this. I had to tell myself this about my own vision. I had to tell myself this about this podcast, my visual episodes, and showing myself on camera. I had to keep telling myself, just do this shit. Just take the little steps and do the shit. What you scared of, just do it. And people getting up every day. I have to keep reminding myself, people are getting up every day and going after what it is that they want. And I be embarrassed. I do. I be sitting with myself, fussing at myself. People getting up every day doing this. People getting up every day going after what it is that they want. And ain't nobody getting shit handed to them. So keep that in mind, y'all. If your mama and daddy handing you shit, good for you. That's good for you. I hope you thrive with that handout and that you take it and double it and triple it. I really hope the best for you. But those of us out here who ain't got that, baby, we got to get it on our own. The rest of us just got to get out here and get it. It might take us a little bit longer. It might not look exactly the same, but we still getting it. I've seen that a lot of people keep limitation on themselves, and you have to come out of that shit. I came out of that shit. I get so tired of people with limitations on themselves. Sometimes you just have to separate yourself. Unfortunately, sometimes you just have to separate yourself, y'all. People who limit themselves will never get nowhere. Okay? You know why? Because they tell themselves no before anybody else tell them no. They want to go get a certain type of job. They tell themselves no. Oh, they ain't going to hire me. Oh, I ain't got this. I ain't got these qualifications, or, I don't have this on my resume. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to do that. They tell themselves no before they even get there, and the people tell them no. They want to apply to a certain school. Oh, I can't go there. I'm never going to be able to. I did that to myself, but I snapped out of it real quick. Back years ago when I was going to Aveda, before I even applied, I was like, I can't apply here because I'm not as good as these people that go here. I'm not as good as these girls that go here. And I said, who the fuck said that? Who said you can't apply here? Go apply. Who said I had to snap myself out of it? Nobody told me that I couldn't do that. I told myself I couldn't do it. And I applied and got into school. Got into school, and people was coming asking me, do I take clients? Like, come on. Like, please stop limiting yourself. Stop telling yourself no. If it's something that you want to do, go and allow the place to tell you no. Go and allow people and get used to hearing no. Get used to hearing that. If you got to do the rejection therapy, go do rejection therapy. Get used to hearing no and turning around and finding other options. Because if you want something bad enough, you are going to figure out how to do it. I don't care. You're going to figure out a way for it to work out for you. If you trying hard enough, and like I told y'all before, if you trying hard enough, God gonna flip that shit. If you really are trying your best and you are being genuine, you are being sincere, you are kind-hearted, you're loving, you're caring, you're clapping for others, you're being happy for people, you're showing up for people, you're doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing, and it come time for something to happen for you, a lot of the time, God gonna go ahead and flip it for you because you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing. You've been trying your best. You've been doing everything. And you look, now you down to that little, it might happen. It's about to happen. Could this happen? And something just amazing just happens. Some kind of miracle just happened. And it work out for you. And it's about keeping that faith too. That faith should always be running in the background. Like, yeah, all this other stuff is happening. You living your everyday life and things may come up against you. Things is happening to you, baby. But that faith need to always be running in the background, no matter what. It's always there. It's always there. Sometimes you got to stop and be like, God, I trust you. I know you still here. I trust you, Lord. I trust you. I know you still here. We might not talk every day, but I know you there. The fact that moving around safely, the fact that I'm still waking up every morning. You just have to, because life do that to you sometimes. Life will break you down so much that you just have to be thankful that you woke up this morning. Like, like sometimes life will really break you down to the point where it's like, you know what? I'm breathing. And that's all I can be thankful for right now. That's all I can just, okay, thank you, Lord. Be thankful and keep that faith running in the background. But I do want to talk more about the girl that messaged me. She messaged me. I'm not going to put too much of her business out here, but she said she needed, a little bit of help on her rent and stuff. And she's been doing stuff like Uber deliveries and, groceries and that kind of stuff to make extra money. And I told her, I said, okay, well, why don't you do Uber rides? That's a quick way to make money. Because I came up with a plan. I came up with a plan on how to make $3,000 doing Uber. So if y'all want that plan, message me on Instagram and I will give you the blueprint for that plan, because I'm gonna put it on my Patreon. But I will give you the information on that plan. Uber is probably the quickest way for you to make however much money that you need if you have a car. And I can show you how to do Uber if you don't have a car. So y'all let me know if y'all want that. But I told her about that. And shout out to her. I told her she can do Uber. And she told me the reason that she don't do it is because, for safety reasons. She's like, I really don't do Uber rides, for safety reasons. And I'm kind of scared. And, and I said, listen, you're going to have to choose your scare. And I sent her a voice message. And I said, you're going to have to choose your scared. Okay? Would you rather be scared of getting evicted or scared of something that might happen that's probably not going to happen? You have to choose it. Yeah, you could go out here, something might happen doing Uber, but for a fact that you're going to get evicted if you don't pay your bills. You know for a fact that your light's going to get cut off if you don't pay the bill. So you have to just choose your scared. What are you more scared of? And for me, I'm more scared of getting put out. I'm more scared of my situation getting worse. So like I said, I told her, go get you some pepper spray, go get you a knife, get you something to take with you and get out there and make your money. Because I done got out here and made my money. Ain't nothing happened to me doing Uber. Ain't nothing happened to me doing Uber. And it's not going to happen. It's not. Get out here. Do what you got to do. Stop limiting yourself. Because she going to get out here and she going to start making this money. And she going to be like, oh, damn, I could have been doing this. I could have been making my money. I could have been. And that's what I told her. I would rather you be in a better position with more than enough, more than what you need, than see you with damn near nothing or see you in lack because of fear. No, we not doing that. Get out here and get your money, girl. Okay? And that's for anybody else too. Come on. And I told her I'm more scared of getting in an accident than I am of somebody getting in my car and harming me and hurting me. Because you doing Uber, you doing a favor for somebody. Most people, they're not going to fuck up their ride somewhere. I think it's more likely for a nigga to get in the car with you. I'm not going to say a nigga. It could be anybody. But it's more than likely for somebody to get in the car with you and you take them to where they committing the crime at than them committing the crime on you. You might be taking somebody to go rob some place. Or you might be taking somebody to go jump somebody. You probably don't even know. But they not going to fuck up the Uber ride. Like, this is the ride, Like, some people, there's been stories about Uber and stuff like that. But I haven't heard stories to where people is just things is happening to the Uber driver because you're doing a favor. That's just my opinion. So yeah, if you scared, baby, get out here and get it. Get out here and get this money. You're going to see yourself making so much extra money, it ain't even going to matter. You say your prayer and you go on out there. Get out there, take your ashwagandha, hit your blunt, sip on your tea, whatever you got to do. Just get in your zone and get it. Because you won't regret that. I promise y'all, you will not regret it. Get enough sleep. Look, don't let me hype y'all up anymore. Just do it. But the other half of this episode is about the villain. Okay? Now you have the villain. The villain is a person that is all about themselves. They striving for better. They pushing themselves. They pushing past the limits on themselves. They pushing past the limits that they've put on themselves before. Striving for success in all that they do. And they looked at as a villain because they don't kiss ass. They don't kiss anyone's ass. They're very comfortable with telling people no. They're very comfortable with the word no. They're comfortable with protecting their peace. The villain is usually like the person who... The villain is usually the person who get away from the family and become successful, but then they expect it to give back to the family, or they expect it to provide for the whole family, even though the family had the same opportunities that they had. The family had opportunities to better themselves, but they just don't do it. How is that fair? The family looking at them, asking for shit from them, wanting shit and, expecting things out of them, but y'all ain't did shit. Y'all have not did shit. And then what makes it even worse, the family is the same people who shot on them years before. The family is the same people who made them feel like they wasn't going to be able to be great, that they weren't going to be able to achieve anything. The family made them feel that way. So are they supposed to, are they supposed to give a fuck? And the villain can also be somebody who is seen as a gatekeeper. They're seen as a gatekeeper even though information is free, even though Google is free. The same way I got it, you can go get it. The same way I'm out here doing things, you can be out here doing things. The same way. I know how to get out here and find different editors and different, digital designers and stuff. It's easy. You can do the same thing. The same way I'm out here getting business cards and I'm getting flyers with QR codes on it and stuff. You could do the same shit the same way. You can't expect everybody to help you. You can't expect everybody to want to help you. So get it yourself. But somebody would look at me as the villain for saying that. But it's the truth. Because can't nobody say, oh, well, I gave you this, I gave you that, I helped you do this, and I helped you, your business wouldn't be there if I hadn't helped you. Your stuff wouldn't be there if I hadn't helped you. Baby, I'll get out here and do it myself. This whole platform is built by myself. I'm not expecting nothing out of nobody. Can't nobody turn around and take it from me. Can't nobody turn around and tell me they gave this to me. The marketing I've done on my own. I done got my own flyers with the QR code on it. I done got my own. I done walked out here and passed my flyers out to people by myself while I was driving Uber for a little bit. I'm passing my flyers out while I got them in my purse, while I'm driving Uber. I'm doing all these different things because I want my stuff out here. The villain is looked at as a gatekeeper because people want to leech off you and they want to eat off you, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the hard part. No, that's not fair. You go ahead and you figure that shit out. Some things I'll do. Some things I will help people with. But I'm not giving you every single thing that I've done because no. it's, you need to get out here and do it yourself. And it's not like with clothes, hair, makeup, that kind of stuff. I ain't gatekeeping like that kind of shit. But when it comes to like certain things, you can't bite off of everybody's shit. You can't. At some point, you're going to have to figure out what's unique about your shit. What's unique about yourself. What's unique, within your platform. Like, does that make sense? When you tell somebody no, you're a villain. And it's like, no, I've been told no so much. I've been told no so many times, and I've been looked at as less than, and now I'm the villain and I'm owning it because it's been so long that nobody listened to me. It's been so long that my voice has been stifled and I haven't really been able to express myself. It's been so long that I've cared about what other people think over what I think. And I'm tired of doing that. I am so tired of doing that. And I think I'm ready to be what people have seen me as, like the friendships that I have lost and fallen out with. It's mostly because of jealousy. And when I really sit back and think about it and look over everything, there's always been some form of resentment. Always been some kind of just air of, oh, you think you all that and you got this going on and you got that going on, because they don't. People think of me as bougie, self-centered, inconsiderate, and all these different things that I've never intentionally displayed. If I get up, I say, okay, I'm going to the gym. I'll call y'all later, or I'll talk to you later, or I'm going to go do this. So, or they call me, what you doing? Oh, I'm out, blah, 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 but I can hit you up later on, or, I can this or that. It's always, oh, you doing this. Oh, she's doing that. Like, I remember booking a trip with my friends, and I was like, yeah, I'll probably drive down there. I think we was going to New Orleans at that time, which we ended up not going, but okay. But I was like, yeah, I think I'll probably drive down there. And they like, oh, I thought you would fly down there. And I'm just like, why did you think that? Like people just think that of me. And it would get on my nerves because you're not saying that in a good way. Like, you're saying it in a way of like, oh yeah, bitch, like, you think you're better, so you're probably gonna do this. I didn't expect you to do that. And it's just like, what the hell, And if I made somebody feel a type of way, I would always apologize. Or at least have a discussion about it if there was no apology issued. Because if I don't feel like I'm wrong and I'm not gonna mean the apology, I'm not gonna apologize to you. Because it's not sincere. It's not genuine. I'm not gonna give you no fake ass apology. I'm just not doing that. And I already struggle to do that anyway. It's very hard for me to apologize to someone. Like, my body just doesn't do it. Like, my mouth will do everything else but apologize. Like, it's crazy. But now that I look at it from a distance, the things people have called me that I wasn't, the things people have called me that I wasn't towards them is how they chose to perceive me. And in all honesty, I've actually been too considerate. I've actually cared way too much. And the proof of that is how much it has cost me. It has cost me a lot. It has cost me money. It has cost me my emotional health. It has cost me a lot of my mental health. It has cost me a lot. So if that's the case, and this is what people think I am, and this is who y'all think I am, why not be that? Why not become that then? Why shouldn't I be bougie, self-centered, inconsiderate, selfish, and a bitch? Why shouldn't I be that? It would benefit me to be that. Because it hasn't before. I haven't been, for one, I haven't been that. And I haven't benefited from it. And more has been taken from me by me not being that. And for two, you think I'm that way anyway. That's who you think I am. That's who you already think I am, which is so crazy because my actions haven't even shown that. It's like my actions are never enough. Like I could go out of my way for you. I could do so many different things to show you that I'm there for you. I'm helping you, and I love you and I support you. But people always seem to find a way to say I'm not doing enough or that it hasn't been enough. Is that fair to me? When I went out of my way and did things for people and I didn't fucking have to. I done did shit on my day off when I could have been chilling at home. You know, you taking time away from me with the personal things that I have to do. I could have went to the grocery store that day. I could have been driving around getting Uber rides, making money all day. I could have been catching up on some homework that day. I could have been doing anything else, but I chose to spend time with you. Or I chose to come to your event. Or I chose to come help you. But people don't think about that because they think so much of themselves. You have to stop and remember, people have lives outside of you. But they a villain because they not going above and beyond and jumping over the moon for you. And y'all be expecting people to jump over the moon for you who don't have nobody jumping over the moon for them. Nobody in their corner. Everybody in your life is jumping over the moon for you. Why I got to do it too? You expect that of everyone? Some people just ain't got that much to give. And what they can give, be grateful for that. Be grateful for that. I feel like that was a channel message. But for real, like, I mean, really, somebody needs to hear that. But yeah, why not be a bitch? You know, it would save me so much trouble. And it would save me just so much everything, really, and prevent me from being inconvenienced any further. If I was just selfish, self-centered, and not give a fuck about nobody but myself and what I have to do, baby, I wouldn't be inconvenienced no more. I wouldn't be disappointed no more because nobody would have the chance to disappoint me. Nobody would have the chance to say, oh, I didn't do enough. I know because I didn't do it at all. I know. The people that have helped me, yes, of course I helped them with no issue. But I'm not going above and beyond no more. I'm not about to... No, I'm not doing that for people to turn around and just shit on me and make me feel like I'm just not shit. So yeah, moving forward, I am the villain. I am. I'm not choosing between things that I need and other people anymore. I'm not finna come to your shit knowing I got something to do that day. Oh, well, my hair appointment is at this time and your event is like right around that time. I'm going to my hair appointment. I'm not about to stop what I'm doing no more because people don't appreciate that shit. They don't care about that shit. You need to do for them. You need to show up for them. Girl, I'm not about to keep doing that. Something that you got planned for yourself, they want you to drop your shit and go do what they want you to do. No. And for old friends and people who have left and people who have shat on me and made me feel a certain type of way because of whatever they had going on in their life, baby, stand on it. And I mean that shit. Stand on it. You ain't coming back. You ain't doubling back. I thought that shit was going to be cool. Came back out here. Met up with one of my old friends. Shit is still the same. I'm not dealing with that. And it's never too late. So I ended up telling her, look, I can't. I think it's weird. I think it's weird that you think this way about me. I'm grown now. I'm not the same person that I was. You can't see me as nobody else. You can only see me as somebody who hurt you. And I guess the person who you seen me as, who hurt you, was delusional. It was delusional because you never told me anything. You never told me that you looked up to me. You never told me you needed my help. You never told me anything. And you just expected me to know. And in your eyes, I'm a weird ass bitch. So I'll never not be that to you. So it's no use, And I can't help that my life and who I am as a person shines a light on what others are insecure about. If you have certain things going for you and certain things are set up in your life, other people will see you and it'll make them insecure, or it'll make them feel like they not as good for whatever reason, because that ain't got nothing to do with you. It just doesn't. I don't make y'all feel that way. I don't come around and be like, oh, well, I don't do this and I don't do that. On this podcast, I say what I want to say. But I'm not going around every person and being like, oh, well, I don't have any kids, so if you didn't do this, or maybe if you didn't do that, you would be in a better position in life. I don't tell people that. I tell y'all that on here because this is what y'all here for. But look, I'm not going around every day saying that type of shit to people. The hell? You don't do that. It's fucking rude. But when your life speaks loudly, you don't have to say that, because they see you and they like, damn. People see you and you don't even have to say that, but the way that you move in your life and your accomplishments and everything, they see you as that. You don't even have to say that, because their own limitations, their own insecurities is going to eat their own ass up. You come around, you went to college, you got your degrees, or maybe you a world traveler, or maybe you do these different things. Whatever it is that you do that people don't do or they've never done, you come around, it shines a spotlight on them, to them. And it makes them feel like, oh, well, I've never, done that. And, I don't, it just makes them feel that way. So whenever you talking about anything about your life, it's, here she go bragging. Here she go. No, it's not bragging. You just can't relate. So now it's time to get around people who can relate. The more you elevate in life, the more you need to go be around people who can relate. You can't stay around the same people. And that's just the truth. That is just the truth. You hear people saying that on podcasts. You hear people saying that on their YouTube channels, and people who have elevated, and celebrities be saying that and all that shit. You can't stay around the same people. It's the fucking truth. It's the truth. I can't help that. I can't help what you insecure about in your life. Nothing to do with me. I always say that has nothing to do with me, because I get up every day and I do what I have to do for me, and I do what I need to do to elevate my life and make my life better, and I mind my fucking business. I mind my business every day. I don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Even up at my job, at my little matrix job. If it ain't happen on my shift, I don't give a fuck. This man came to work the shift before me, the overnight shift. He came to work and went and got in his car and went to sleep the last 4 hours of his shift. So who gives a fuck? I don't care. I'm not telling on you. I'm not causing a riot. I'm not starting no shit. I'm not doing nothing because I don't care. I'm in the era of me, me, me. Who give a fuck? As long as I'm not getting in trouble, I'm not getting fired behind this shit. I'm not, okay. It's not affecting me. It's not touching me. Do what you do. Do what you do, babe. It doesn't have anything to do with me anymore. But people make it my fault and treat me as if I think I'm better than them, when I've never treated them that way. I've never looked at anyone that way. But like I've said before, your life will shit on people for you. Like, your life and your accomplishments and the things that you're doing for yourself, even, and it ain't even got to be what you've accomplished. It could be just your personality. It could be just your looks. It could be just whatever it is, stuff that you just do every day. You ain't even thinking about it. That shit silently shits on people around you. And you don't know because you don't move maliciously. You're not moving with a fucked up demeanor. So you don't see the jealousy at first. You don't see that because that's not what you're trying to do. Yeah, sure, there's some people out here who do. There's some people out here who, like, they walk around, yeah, when I come in this room, I'm taking everybody, man. When I come in here, these bitches gonna be hating on me because I got this on, I got that on. Blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about that. I walk in an event to enjoy myself. I walk in an event to see what I can see. See what I can buy and, giggle with girls and, just have a good time. It's not about a competition. But everybody come in the room different. Remember that. Everybody comes in the room with a different mindset and a different fucking agenda. Focus on yourself. Worry about what you got going on. Because I promise you, if you sit down and look at your life, you got more stuff to worry about than you would like to. And you ain't got time to worry about what nobody else is doing. You just ain't going to have time to worry about it. Especially if you got anxiety and depression and shit. You got 1,000 things to worry about a day. So I say all that to say, if you think I'm better than you, then I am. And I'm separating myself and allowing myself to be who I am. You say you jealous of me. You think I'm better than you. You think that highly of me and you're jealous of me. Baby, from now on, I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment because nobody is jealous of something that they don't admire. Nobody is jealous of something, okay, for example, nobody is jealous of somebody that's unattractive. Nobody is jealous of somebody who don't have nothing going on for them in life. Nobody is jealous of somebody who is on their shit, who's really doing what they're supposed to be doing in life. Nobody is jealous of something that they don't want or that they don't, think highly of. And I have what's crazy? I have literally had people make just random assumptions about me. That's why I be saying, I seen that post. I be saying, I wish I could just step outside myself and feel my own energy just to see how other people perceive me. Because I've had people be like, oh, I didn't think you eat McDonald's. This was some years ago. I remember this boy, he was like, oh, well, we about to go back to my house. Did you want to grab something to eat first? Are you good? I said, yeah, it's really nothing around here. But we can go to that McDonald's down the street. He said, really? I didn't think you eat McDonald's. What? I done had girls be like, oh, I didn't think you shopped, at Shein. What? Like, who do y'all think that I am? Please, who do y'all think I am? So thank you so much, though. Thank you. Because now I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that as a compliment. And I'm going to take that energy of you thinking so highly of me and you just thinking, I'm on that high ass pedestal and you being jealous of me and how much money you think I have and where you think I live and what kind of car you think I drive and all that stuff. I'm going to take that and transmute it into my own workings and my own manifestations. And I'm going to bring myself more abundance with it. I'm choosing to take people's negativity and work it out for my own good. Your negativity and your weirdness is going to start being used for my highest good. So yes, I'll be the villain. I'll be the villain every time. I'm the villain now, and I don't care what people think. I don't care what people think, even personally on here to y'all. I don't care if you like what I say on my podcast. I don't care if you like what I post on my stories. I do not care. I'm doing what's best for me and best for my brand and best for my content. I will be posting links to my Throne, which is a wish list account. There's a few things on there. If y'all feel, this is not a sponsorship for Throne either, but if y'all feel generous or you feel like you want to gift me something, or if I've helped you out in any way and you like what I say and you want to gift me, I will put my Throne link in the bio of the episodes. Cause ain't nothing wrong with a little gift. And if you wanna have your own Throne account, you just download the Throne app and it'll allow you to add whatever you want on there as a gift. Like for me, I have some perfumes on there, just small things. I have some packs of hand sanitizer from my purse, some little lighting kits, really things to help with my content and things. I have little perfumes and stuff on there too, but they have all kind of things on that app, y'all. All kind of stuff. You can get some t-shirts. You can get some makeup items. You can get chargers, tripods, lighting, all different kind of stuff. Y'all just have to go up there and see. Little decor. Y'all just have to go up there and see. But it's called Throne app. And you can put your link somewhere, anywhere, and people can click on it and go to it, and they can buy something for you and just get it sent to you. Get it sent to your P.O. box, or, sent to your address. And your address is never shared with people. You just upload your address into the app, and whatever they want to send you, it'll just send through the app, like through the privacy. So I think that's really cool to have. But yeah, if you don't like it, if you don't like people asking for gifts, or, if you don't like people doing what I did, you can leave. If you don't like this platform, you are more than welcome to leave. Because I think if you listen to somebody and you really support them, you're going to support them. And you don't have a problem with them trying to get anything, really. Because I've had people, well, you begging and that's begging and this and that. I don't really think so. I don't think that it is, because if you listen to somebody, you support them. I've watched some YouTubers and they've had wish lists. I done bought them stuff over there, wish lists. I done sent people gifts before because I like you. I've sent people gifts because I like what you provide and what you do for me. I don't look at it that way. I don't look at it as a charity. It's just doing something nice for somebody, But like I said, don't feel pressured. If y'all, it's only if you want to. You don't have to. But yeah, you're more than welcome to leave and unfollow. That's no issue. I've seen some people unfollow within the past few days, honestly. But it's no biggie. If we're not the right fit, baby, we just not the right fit. And that's perfectly fine. This podcast is for real ass bitches who represent the real and who want to uplift and help each other and don't mind a little bit of tough love. Because we all need it sometimes. We all need a little tough love sometime. Remember, you're not responsible for nobody else. You're not responsible for nobody else but you and your children if you have children. Baby, that's it. You the villain in their eyes, but you your own hero. So thank y'all for listening to this episode. This is the first thing I did this morning. This was on my mind. So thank y'all for listening, and I will catch y'all as always in the very, very next one.